Calvin Peete, you're having a great tournament here, but how did you get into golf in the first place?
Well, I was tricked into golf initially by some friends of mine up in Rochester, New York. I mean, it looked like a silly game, you know, who wants to walk around out in the hot sun chasing a golf ball? But finally they got me out, and I tell you, I was hooked from the first time I teed it off on the first tee.
Balancing it all out.
Rotate a little bit more.
Be aggressive into the ball.
How hard I rotate.
Get back to the fundamentals.
Calvin Peete, the 1985 Players Champion and a 12-time winner on the PGA Tour. Known for his accuracy, Lee Trevino named him Xerox because he would snap out accurate shots so regularly.
It's almost laughable when he drives.
We call him Xerox. Everything is a copy.
So let's take a dive into the swing and how he would parlay this into perennially leading driving accuracy and greens in regulation statistics.
That's where he hits it. If there was ever a man in control of his game, it's Calvin Peete.
Right down the pipe.
I don't know of a player that I have seen in a long time, Pat, that can drive the ball in the fairway as many times as Calvin Peete can.
Now bear in mind as he moves into the backswing there, you can see the ball well forward with the driver, that's good. Calvin only took up the game in his 20s. And when people look at the golf swing, they think, well, he's got a bent leading arm. Check that arm right over there. That is the function of a childhood injury that he suffered. And Calvin was unable to straighten that left arm. So in conversations, you can see, look at how bent it is at the top there. And as we come on down, you can see the body weight shift. Lead arm pretty well bent there. Very bent down there at contact. And sort of chicken wingy-ish and a little bent on the through swing as he swings through. So when asked about the swing, because people wanted to know how he drove the ball that accurately, Calvin would reference his feet. He would say that the feet were sort of the engine for the golf swing. And on the backswing, the left foot, the lead foot, would roll inward toward the right. And on the downswing, the right foot would roll inward to the left. Under pressure, the thought was always tempo and balance. So he was never hurried, always gave that backswing time to complete. But watch the recenter move over there. Can you see how the upper body is a little in behind the golf ball here? And then as he begins to reach the top of the swing, watch how there's that recentering move. Now watch that forward foot. See, put some pressure in the ball of the foot there. Then as he starts to transition into the downswing, the heels plant, and there's that right foot rolling into the left. So basically, Calvin was ahead of all the folks who were researching ground reaction forces. Watch how even with the upper body movement, the lower body is always out in front, always leading the action. There's pressure in the ball of the forward foot. Now it shifts towards the heel. That breaks. That's the anchor. He described the left foot as the anchor for the golf swing. And when he was in the downswing, the goal was to never move that. And can you see this beautiful harmony, this engine, this guide that is the good footwork? The legs, the feet were moving underneath. The head was stable. The arms would pass him by into that balanced finish every single time. So Peete, surely he would present a square club face to a good swing card. But it was all in the feet. The feet and the legs were the trigger to this fantastic golf swing.
Right down the middle, John.
That's the way you drive the ball.
A short backswing. He's got it. He's drawing it right at the flag. He said be right. He's got a good-looking shot. About as good a shot as we've seen here today.
Can't let this course slip away.
I haven't seen 8 irons on this hole, but that's what Calvin is using.
Good, Cal.
Calvin's not a locust hitter, but a very accurate. Oh, my gosh, he almost made one.
Almost made it. Magnificent 8 iron from Calvin Peete. Look at that.
Getting ready to hit his third shot into 14. And now he has. Calvin -8.
He's -10, Pat. Any questions?
I don't believe it. Is that any good?
That's how to take 2 shots off quick, isn't it, Phil?
I love this down-the-line view, and you are going to as well if you like to talk about shaft plane shallowing. Check this out. There's Calvin Handle drags inward a little bit going back. There's that buckled left arm. But he's almost got the shaft stood up vertically. Now as he approaches the top of the swing, all tempo, all timing, giving that club shaft time to get to the top of the swing. Look how it's crossed up the line there. That glove hand, that lead wrist is cupped. It's a little extended. Now, because he used to guide the golf swing with the footwork, and the focus was the tempo and balance under pressure, that would allow him time to organize this club shaft as he would come down. So right here, look how the arm's now back across the body, and you see how that shaft plane is shallowed, almost lining up with that lead forearm. So now he's in the position just to continue to allow the legs to lead. See how the low body's opening up. See how that trail foot is rolling inward towards the left foot. Check out this cool picture over here, how that lead wrist, that glove hand, is now gone from cupped or extended to bowed or flexed. So all because of the timing in transition, how he would let the club and the hands and the body follow the feet and the legs. That would give him time to organize that club face. Now watch how the handle swings inward a little bit, kind of moves to the left as he stamps out another accurate, reliable fade shot straight down the heart of the fairway. Just a very cool move from a great golfer and a guy who understood what he could do, and that's all he tried to do every single time. It's a lesson for all and sundry. Know thyself, do what you are capable of doing. Calvin did that as well as anybody.
Over the water and down the middle, in the middle of the fairway.
You didn't miss with that stick.
What do you say about that, Curtis?
He didn't hit a soft one. That's right at it. What a great stroke. Very reminiscent of the stroke that Hal Sutton played 2 years ago when he won the championship. Just went straight in the back of the hole, and Cal Peete goes to 14 under.
This will be outright win. 14 under. And a new record right there. That is some golf.
He's a great player. The score doesn't mean anything. It's how good you play. And the people will remember, sure, the score, but they know how well he can play. You are the champion of the championship.
Thank you.